Welcome. My name is Brian Knight, and I live near Melbourne in Australia. And it's just after 5 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday for me. Pretty sure it's a Wednesday. Yeah, it's a Wednesday. Yeah. Okay. Let's just share this to start with. So, welcome to this live FOREX analysis session. Just note that any trades discussed in this group are to be classed purely as educational only. That's because we're a group of people helping each other and we are not financial advisors. Just there is a full risk disclosure there. There's a little bit about us as live session traders. We trade what's called the relaxed method of trading. Relaxed meaning, well, we work off the daily, and we just got plenty of time to get into it. Well, not plenty of time. We got enough time to get into a trade, get out of trades, all that sort of stuff. Oh, welcome, Darren. Oh, he's in the car. He's still okay. Sweet. All right, let's go across onto the charts. Have a look. Right. So, ADCAD starting to do a little bit of a turn the last couple of days. When the market opened, it created a doji around, and then it's pushed up, and the Aussie dollar's got a little bit stronger. There was last night was the big budget. Our government budget came out last night. So with all of the little sweeteners and pork barreling and all the things that need to happen, ready for the Prime Minister to call the election. So that will be called pretty soon because we have to actually have the election early in May. So they're going to have 4 weeks to battle it out. Right. And it was all happy days last night from the treasurer. What do you call them? Don't you call them the exchequer or something, don't you? The one that looks after finances.
Yeah, the Chancellor of the Exchequer.
A Chancellor Exchequer, yeah.
Yeah.
We call him the treasurer here, the one that looks after the dough. So yeah, so all of that happened. So the Aussie dollar sort of picked up a bit from that. All right. I don't know where Tom's at with that one because I'll just go to his charts. I haven't. ADCAD. Yeah, he's got a change. So he's probably, I don't know, getting ready to get out of that one and into a buy on it. And we'll see. Okay. Okay. Not here to hold up here. So part of the discussion. Okay, AEDCHF. That also too here. I just looked at my records actually. I did get into the buy on that and then it did stop me out. So I had 2 trades, I think. Stop out on that one. I'm still not comfortable with that. Into the buy yet. Oh yeah, AED I'm in 2 buys on that one. Last 24 hours, it's just pulled back a little bit. But we still have a green trend bar, still sort of going in the right direction as such. See how it goes this week. Slow mover, this one. So AED 2 trades. I don't know if I'm in positive. Let me just see. No, still in negative on that. Must have got into it somewhere up this candle. Stop loss down here. Okay. AD, NZD. Oh, that is taken off. Isn't it?
I think this is ready for getting into. Not too late. I've not looked at it for a few hours, but
Yeah, you don't have
yeah,
I don't know if you've got a
along. Yeah, there was one earlier. I don't know if it's still showing, but
yeah, it's not there for me, but that's okay.
maybe has it sucked back down again the candle.
Yeah, it has off the top. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's disappeared then. But strong push though. So
Yeah.
if it's still showing when I get to the hotel, because I'm back on the road again,
Oh no,
I'll
he's back on the
yeah.
road.
Uh,
Yeah, it's just
so
done a little pullback, but yeah.
I'll be potentially getting into that for the buy. I think for a double.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think so too. So I'll see if I can actually do it. Oh yeah, it's letting me do it. Yep, I'm gonna double on that one. All right, stop losses here. 09102. Right. Oh, well, I just gotta get into trades to see if it'll actually carry the margin. I don't have a lot of margin there. So, oh, that might be the last one I can get into for the minute. So I start getting some more positive out of it. We'll see. Right. Okay. So that one now is in a buy. Okay. So AD Singapore. No, too much. It looks like that's positive too, but like I'm not. Yeah. Okay. AD USD. You got into that as a 3/4, I think, Darren.
Yeah, I did.
It's pulled back up. It hasn't turned green yet, but on the
Well,
trend bar, but still in that. Probably, yeah, probably about. Oh no, you've been a little bit of drawdown on it, but we'll see. Okay. All right, CAD CHF. So a lot of these for Tom will be that they'll be turning. He would have been out and into a different trade. Ooh, CAD CHF. Yes, thank you very much. Let's keep going in the right direction. It's buying back up. That's good. And two trades on this one.
any sign of a long yet, Brian, on that one?
No. Well, I don't have it. You may.
No.
But there's yeah, it sort of went green, then went red, then went green. So theoretically I really should have got out of the trade, um but I hung in there. So what have I got? CAD CHF. Yeah, look, I'm basically around break even now. It's all right. It's good. At least it's sort of positively there at the moment. CAD JPY. Yeah, I'm still like 30 pips up from there. Okay. So it went up. My positive, it's come back. So it's like shortened off where I actually got into it. I think I got into it a little late, actually. I'm not late, but at least it's sort of like it is. The only sort of like thing is when it comes up with something like this, a lower high, we'll see. It hasn't made that 3/4 yet. That would be my first target on one trade, and then we'll see. All right, CHF JPY. That was a nice push yesterday, but it's sucked back a bit now. I've got a 3/4 out of that. Bang, it was two trades from there, gave me 3/4. I'm waiting for it to come out to potentially to the rail. We'll see on that one. That's okay. It's interesting, Darren. Sometimes like when you get into these trades after it does those pushes, it sort of gets this drawdown, quite a
Yeah,
significant drawdown, but doesn't break, and then it'll go off, it'll take off. So
yeah.
it's being able to sort of sit there with some of that drawdown. But yeah. All right, you're AUD. That's good. It is starting to sell out now.
But
So these are some of the ones that I was,
I
like,
suppose with the if the Aussie dollar's strengthened, then that's good for
yeah,
Euro
yeah, but it
AUD.
might
So
it might be a bit of a short term thing, but the euro also has to sort of dip a bit, which it seems to be doing at the moment. It's had a really good push up,
yeah,
and then it sort of pulled back up. I'm looking for this now to sort of come off, so it's good. I've got two trades on that one. Got in there. I'm still in a bit of drawdown, but like it's coming back to rail. So we'll see. And Euro CAD, I think I got into that yesterday.
yeah,
Um,
I'm in it.
yeah, two trades on that one. I think I was testing out whether I had enough margin for it, and I did. So it's in a little bit of positive, like 15 pips or something. That's good. Two trades on that. One for 3/4, one for the rail. I think Darren, I think sort of our assessment and our sort of changes for the new year, I'm still quite comfortable with it. A 3/4 and a full trade, and um, it's making the effort that we put into this trading potentially more profitable than we
Yeah,
than we had
potentially.
had in the past. But
The
it
other thing
does sort
is,
of, yeah.
yeah, I was going to say with these trades, what I've always found is that um, the losing trades lose quicker than the winning trades win, if you see what I mean. So
Yes, yeah. You're out
so
of
you
the losses are actually a quick
for
process, and you're not
yeah,
hanging in there for ages.
yeah, but it can be off, but that can be off putting, or it could be for a lot of people.
Mm,
Because you've started a bit of a strategy, and before you know it, you've
mm,
lost three or
mm.
four trades, 2% each, and thinking, "Oh Christ, this isn't very good."
But I
But
think it's a lot better. But I think it's a lot better, Darren, to actually just lose the trade out quickly rather
yeah,
than labor through it and then get knocked out.
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
and not have it because once you're out of a trade and you've lost, you have the opportunity to be able to then get back into a trade, a different pair
yeah,
or the same pair even, to then have it successful. I mean, I've got examples of that, like Euro JPY. I think it was Euro JPY. One of them anyway. A couple of pairs where I got knocked out early, and then I got back into the trade not that far along, and then was successful with two trades on it. So that one, sorry, the loss of two trades early were well out profited by two follow-up trades. Anyway,
yeah,
all right, Euro CHF, that also pulling back down. Not in that though. And Euro GBP. I don't think I can get into that. I've got into that
yeah.
other.
I think that's going quite well, Euro GBP. When I looked earlier,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
in
it
it as
is.
a three quarters. So
Yeah, because it didn't come far enough out of the rail for you. So
yeah,
that is going very well. But you're only a single trade and it gave you a short and it's pushed down. So
yeah,
that's quite good. Right now, Euro GPY, I'm in a two sell situation. The trend bar though is still green, even though I have a red candle there. So we'll we'll see. Um, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm in two trades on that one and in a bit of a drawdown because it came off there, gave us a red and then went back green. So maybe I should have got out, but it has sold. So look, I'm just staying there at the moment. Euro NZD, exactly the same as Euro AUD. It went green and then it's gone red again in the trend bar, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So that little flip there, we've got another red triangle. I'm looking for it to sell. I've got 2 trades on that, and I'm in slightly to drawdown as well. But that's what I'm sort of saying. They tend to go into drawdown before they, you know, go in the direction that we've taken. Because by the time you get into it, it's about the time for it to do a bit of pullback. Anyway, see how it
Yeah.
goes. Euro Singapore, that also has come off. Now, it looks like all the euros, they've pushed up significantly, and there's like this pullback to occur. I can't get into that, but you potentially have. I think you've got a short.
Yeah, I'm in it.
Yeah. Okay. We'll just watch you profit on that one. Euro USD, same thing. That should be double sell on that.
Well, I think there was a short and then it disappeared. I don't know if it's back again.
No.
So I'm not in that. I'm not in this yet.
Oh, right. No, I don't have a short on it.
No,
no,
that's what I'm waiting for.
But like they're engulfing candles on the way up. I mean, it's like such a hard push. Now it's like needs to balance that back out. Right now, the GBPs. GA. Oh, God, this is where I got knocked out of 2 trades, right? It had got along, it's sitting, it's on a green. I'm just sort of staying away from this one at the minute. I'm looking at getting back into 2 trades on it. So you've got today, oh, sorry, tomorrow morning you've got inflation coming out. So we'll see how that affects the.
We've also got the Chancellor's spring statement, haven't we? Is that's tomorrow?
Oh
So
no, don't have that listed.
No. So that could have an impact depending on what sort of predictions.
Yeah, for budgetary stuff.
Very, very often it's what they say more than what the figures show, isn't it? That
yeah
sets things off.
It might be where there's more money allocated to defence and a whole lot of stuff goes on. All right, okay. Well, that's something to watch. Again, I don't have enough margin to get in, but that's where I'd be looking at potentially 2 trades again on that. And if GA is doing it, GN will be following on with it. Anyway, we'll go down. So GBP CAD. Now that is it hasn't got a short, but certainly I'd be looking at it this time of the week. It's done that little push up, sort of Tuesday job. And then you got young Tom there. Okay. And then look at this to potentially maybe push back down again now. So but you look.
Well, I had a short yesterday, but it was sort of a doji candle, and so I didn't get in it. But if I went totally purely mechanical, then it met the criteria. I arguably could get in it, and the risk to reward would be fantastic if it came off.
Yeah, I know, because it's so far out, and the stop loss would be so tight.
Yeah, but I think it needs to show that it's a decent sell candle, I think, before
and that will reduce your percentage, but that's okay. We'll see. It might be that inflation figures, it might be, but like from a mechanical point of view, for me, I really should be in 2 trades on that already with a nice tight stop loss.
I might have a look at that one. Have a look at that one a bit later.
But I think I've already
might just get in it.
Yeah, I think I've already lost 2 trades on that one in that initial sort of thing. But that's okay. It's the way things go on this, as I said. I'd rather be out of the trade quickly rather than laboring over it for ages. So GBP and CHF, that's really again a non-event for me. There's way too much color change in the trend bar. GBP JPY, I'm in two buys on that. I got a 3/4. It's pulled back a bit now. It's pushing up. It's, it's not the outside of the rail. So this is automatically I have a stop profit. It's actually at the bottom here, so it's sort of like just above entry. So it'd be a very small profit on the second one, but I've already profited on the 3/4. If it comes back, if that makes any sense. If this continues up to the rail, then I've got that profit set for up there. Okay. And that was one sort of labored for quite a while, as in it pulled back here, went sideways, and then off it went, and pulled back, and then off. And so I've been in this since 12th of February. I think it was around that start of Feb when we started this sort of two trade type thing. We're now nearing the end of March, so it's like a month and a half since we've been. It feels like a decade since we started doing it like this. But yeah, no, it hasn't been that long actually. Anyway, welcome, Tom.
Hey guys.
Yeah, did we wake you up? Did we?
No, I've been sitting here waiting for the meeting, waiting, and I just realized, shit, I missed the meeting.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
Not a problem. We've noticed though, Tom, there's a few of them that you would have been in. You've sort of probably got out of a few because they've started to turn a bit.
I got out of quite a few this morning.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
In fact, it was, which one was it? Was it Euro NZD? I don't know. One of them, I had like 4 trades on, and it gave me just a little bit of an idea that it was going to turn around from where it was.
Yeah.
And so I just killed all the trades and profited out, and then I'm just waiting for the pullback to see if it shorts again, and then I'll get in again.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's what we were noticing. Some of that was starting to pick how you do things.
It's just going to make for a better move. That's all.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. All right. GBP NZD, exactly like that AUD, where it has pulled back up. Now, if you look at GA, it also has done the same thing. So, will it break that high? We'll see. There's a double short. I haven't got into this. It'll need to change the trend bar before I sort of think about that. And that's the trade-off, isn't it, Darren? I mean, some of these ones, the majority of them actually do have a pullback, but then you've got a rare few, maybe I'll call it a rare few, that just continue on. And if you're waiting for that pullback before you get in, you miss it.
You miss it, yeah. Yeah, well, I've had that before. I think the last time it was GCAD a while back, and I just completely missed the move, waiting for the pullback, and just never came. I mean, some of those euros that have been on that sort of strong road
on the buy,
yeah. I mean, they never really pulled back. They just kept going.
Yeah, true.
I'm up 1% on this.
Yeah, for the buy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. But I think it will turn, Tom. But you'll be ready for that anyway, and then you'll take that profit and get into the sell.
Yeah.
Okay. GBP Singapore, you don't trade, so it doesn't matter, but it's still buying. Right. So the British pound is actually quite strong still. It's the euro that's sort of weakening off. They both those currency pair have been strong for a while, but it looks like the euro is the ones that's pulling, that's losing some value a bit quicker than the British pound. We'll just see what happens though, because this inflation rate and a few other things happening today. Oh, sorry, England tomorrow. GBP USD again, and it came off and then it's pushed back up again. So, I can see that sort of selling out, but the US dollar is still not that great. All right, NZD CAD. Wow. Right, the New Zealand dollar has been strong for a month or more, and now it's really sort of tanking out. I mean, Darren's probably in a couple of trades on this one, but I don't have any margin to do any of that at the moment. I've just jumped into a few more. I was going to say, Thomas, we're in AUD NZD for the buy now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I just got in before, and my Euro CAD's positive, so from yesterday. So I think, what am I in now? 18 trades at the moment, but it's probably only, I don't know, 8 or 9 actual pairs, but I'm in 18 trades, so doubles on them. But some of their drawdown is actually reduced now, which is a positive thing. All right. If I had margin, I would have been in the sell on that one. NZDCHF. That's it's a non-event for me, but it could have been a 3/4 up, but it's come back, turned red. I think Darren was saying yesterday he got into that, but then got back out of it because the trend bar changed. NZDJPY. To be honest, I'm quite honest on it. I think we're doing pretty well, right? I mean, Tom's killing it, and Darren and I are sort of following this strategy. It tend to be going okay at the moment. I mean, the account doesn't necessarily show that fully, but it depends on how many trades and how many work out. Just see. All right, NZD USD.
Yeah, I'm in a single sell on this one.
Yeah, on that one you are. Yeah. Okay. But it hasn't changed the trend bar, so that's all right. It's still selling. It's all right. Because I think that New Zealand dollar has weakened off. But we're talking the US dollar here, which is not real great. Singapore Japanese yen. That would be, if I had it, I would have been in the positive in the buy on that one. It did go red. Would have, if mechanically you get out, but it has pushed back up again. So, but yeah, there are opportunities. We'll just have to see. UCAD, what a mess. It's just not doing anything at the moment. USD CHF as well. Now that did go green up in here, and it sort of just give us doji out. So I'm not really comfortable with this at the moment. Should really be in a double trade on that. Would have been a double, not a double there because it was still red on the trend bar. Now we've got a green. That is a double pair option, but you're waiting. I mean, Darren would be waiting for a long on that. But for me, trend bar changed, so I would be in earlier because I've got a high, low, and some triangles there. But again, I don't have margin to get into that trade. USD JPY. You got a long there now, Darren.
Which one's that, Brian?
UJ.
Yeah, I had a long on the last candle, so I'm in it already. That one.
You're in there, yeah, and it has done a pullback on it. So it probably not going to be a great percentage profit because it sort of was up the middle rail. But again, if I had margin, I would have been in back here. It did turn red there, so it
took a long time coming that long, didn't it? Just
it's a long time. It's
a bit weird, really.
Yeah, well, the US dollar is pretty close. I mean, the rails are close together too. Okay, USD and Singapore. This is also to another one where if I had margin, I would consider, but this is like a 3/4 trade. Still not a great setup. We've got much better trades. Their option. Gold is back up to 318. Sort of faltering a bit, but it looks like it's still going to push higher. And silver, the same thing. Look at the recovery on silver, that engulfing candle in one day. Going down, and now it's just pulled back up. Bitcoin's at 87. Really hasn't moved a lot. It did a push, but I don't think there's a lot in it. And there is a long there though now in yesterday's candle. Just sort of pushing himself a bit, trying to get a little bit of momentum. Seems to come to the middle and then just sort of drop off again. And where is your oil? 68, 67. You're right. So it's pulled off a little bit, coming back, but it is buying.
Yep.
Just ever so slowly. But it tends to do that though, doesn't it, Darren? I mean, you do have sometimes you have these, big spikes and drops, but it tends to sort of like meander more than anything.
Yeah.
What's the US stuff coming up? Durable goods. That one. Q growth. Okay, growth is down. Oh gosh. And right. Well, things aren't looking good in the US, are they?
Well, what's this big security leak? I mean, that is just.
Oh, no. Did you see
amazing.
Did you see the interviews? Nah, it doesn't matter. It's okay. We just did what we needed to do.
I remember when Trump was first elected, and that was a big line of attack against Hillary Clinton, wasn't it?
Yeah,
about her use of email.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like if you make all the trouble, you just shrug it off. But if somebody else does, you got ammunition. I mean, it's the old.
I suppose all politicians do that, don't they? But Trump does seem to have stuffed his government with unqualified people, hasn't he? That's how I see it. Who are just just not qualified for their roles. I mean, what's his name? Waltz.
Yeah,
Mike
Waltz. Yeah, Waltz. Yeah. I was getting a bit confused because that was Camilla's running mate Waltz as well. But anyway, so yes, it was quite an interesting, crappy discussion though that they were having. It wasn't very professional either.
No.
And you're going in some sort of just a chat group. and
they're just not very professional in terms of what they do now. They're just so gung ho with everything.
The power takes over. That's the thing, isn't it? Anyway, they're shrugging it all off.
Yeah.
As in it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they just killed all those people with a fist bump.
Yeah, with a fist pump. That's right. Yeah. Yes.
Let's go into a chat group and decide who we're going to murder.
Yeah, they probably just sit on computers and play games with.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, that's that country at the moment. Anyway, it looks like the rest of the world's sort of starting to rally around each other. The rest of the democratic world, and they're saying like, "Oh well, we'll just work as a group, a bit more close, well, a lot more closely, and we'll just sort of cold them out a little bit, put them in the freezer."
Yeah, I wouldn't trust us.
No. Well, you didn't trust you earlier anyway, but
yeah, I'm too smart for that.
Too smart for that country, yeah. All right, no worries. It hasn't got desperate enough to jump ship.
For me?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
I'm still looking.
And And the thing is, you can do what you're doing anywhere in the world, can't you? I mean,
Exactly.
it doesn't really matter. All right. Well, I think that's, is there anything you want to discuss, any pairs, Tom, or anything you want to go through? I didn't get a chance yesterday to ask. I got too much going on. I'm hold the boss is away at the moment. She's up with one of the daughters up in Queensland, so I've sort of got to do everything around here on my own.
Well, that's no
Uh,
fun.
oh yeah, it is. There's less nagging, much less nagging. I can sit down
No,
and do
I'm good,
whatever.
man. I'm
Yeah,
good. I'm
good.
just coasting at this point.
Okay, lovely. All right
I
then.
closed like I don't know 8 trades this morning, and got back
Positively.
into 6 or 7 of them.
Yeah. Okay. Lovely.
Yep.
Yeah, as I said, I'm in 18 trades at the moment, which is about,
How many am
I
I
know,
in? I'm in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Was it about 100 or something?
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
well,
16,
only 100, Derek. What do you mean?
Taking it easy.
Yeah.
17,
It's all
18,
all
19,
happening in
20,
Turkey,
21,
isn't it?
22,
To be
23,
seen what's going on
Oh
there, the
yeah,
protests.
yeah. Erdogan, yeah.
I mean,
Well,
that is a
31.
that's a real lesson. These countries that are electing these far right, hard right governments, that's an example of what could happen to any of them
yeah,
eventually.
yeah,
Really
yeah.
is.
They basically then
You know,
just knock out any
they
opposition,
just
don't they?
gradually, well, they just gradually, bit by bit. I mean, he's been in for 20 years, and just bit by bit sorts out the media, so that 90% of the media is
Yeah.
government sort of controlled, stifles free press, and
It's
the
just a
only
slow
thing he
process.
hasn't, it is the only thing he hasn't done anything about so far are these sort of basically free elections. So most people say that they have they've been okay, but now this is sort of the last piece in the jigsaw.
Yeah,
Get rid of the
yeah,
opposition. So you know, but you can see it happening in any of these. I'm not saying it will, but certainly that's the risk in some of these other countries.
yeah, absolutely.
They're
Yeah.
electing these governments. They just gradual sort of slide into autocracy, and
Well, that's the US. You can see as Tom's been
yeah,
giving us the
yeah,
lowdown for a while now.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah, yeah.
you can see how Russia became Russia, China did, how North Korea, but
Well, we'll
yeah,
know when we're getting ready to attack China because Hegseth will let us all know.
yeah, the journalist will have the
Yeah.
he'll be told.
You know, I hate to say it, but I almost wish that journalists would have published it because they're just going to lie about it. You know what I mean?
What do you mean? He did publish it.
No, he only published certain parts. They didn't publish all of it. Well, not that I've seen. Did they?
Well, as far as I understand, a whole lot of chat was there.
Oh yeah, but they didn't give. No, I'm talking about the dates, the time, the people, the locations, all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
Because it's highly redacted now.
right, okay.
Only that
Yeah.
one outside guy is seeing it, and
Well,
they're just calling him a liar.
yeah. But why wouldn't he do it all? Oh, because he'd be put in prison because he's then doing stuff that's. But they're the ones that included him.
That's exactly right. He wouldn't go to jail because they gave it to him.
Yeah.
Right. Including it in the free speech report through the newspaper, something they gave him.
Yeah, it's free
So he
speech.
wouldn't go to jail for it, but he's like, this is my country. I'm not doing that.
Oh wow.
But it's like, kind of like, damn, I kind of wish you would show what it's really like.
I think we know what it's really like. Yeah. It's a bit like Julian Assange and what's the guy, the US? You know, all the stuff about Iraq and all the stuff that US did in its name, without telling any of its citizens the war crimes and stuff. They have, tell everybody else what they should do, but then, yeah, all the black ops. All right, kill all their own people. Yeah, interesting. There's a lot of, I suppose there are a lot of movies about that sort of stuff, and you wonder, if they wouldn't go and, kill their own citizens to keep, the country safe. But obviously they would.
Oh, absolutely.
They're trained. Was it like, truer things could like the books like the Bourne sort of series.
Like the Born Identities?
Yeah.
Those guys are out there.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. And just really at the behest, of the government or the president or whatever.
Yep.
As long as we have a beekeeper.
Well, this plant's cooked, so we get what we deserve.
Yeah, you're saying that, yeah. Anyway, I think we all move along. All right, now, Wednesday, yes, I was a bit confused at the start whether it was, and yes, it is Wednesday already this week. So this is, for me it is anyway. It's what we call hump day, middle of the week. And I'll go and take some more kids to school and then take them home again. But I'll have a look at some of these
safe out
pairs. There. Yeah, anyways, will do. I've got to set up a few things on a few trades. So now I'm in. I've got the stop losses on them straight away, but I'll need to set up my TPs. All right, then. Darren, you take it easy. He's away tonight. And
thank you, Ryan.
no worries. We'll see you all tomorrow.